So we'll just come up now and do a few nice things on the arms. All right. And again, in the same premise that we started with the legs, sustained traction, I'm very big fan of. So again, we're dealing with the same amount of major joints as in the leg, but this time it's wrist, elbow, and shoulder. So to start, we're going to try one more time. Okay, that's a little better. So we're going to start with the arm in neutral position, and we're just going to lean back, right? So you want to take all the slack out of the arm. And again, I'm working, if you can see beyond my purple pants down here, I'm working in an open stance so I can more readily let my weight shift back. So we start with the hand in a neutral position, and then with the arm fully engaged with our body weight, we're going to slowly rotate the palm up. And what we're doing is starting to fascially unwind the arm a little bit. And very frequently, the person feels like burning, slight burning. That's the fascia catching on fire. Just to put your mind at ease. You have spontaneous combustion in your joints now. And and then you release. So here's one thing about the arms. If you're dealing with muscle or the energy lines in the arm, and in shiatsu, in this portion of the arm, we have energy lines that are connected to the lung, the pericardium, which is a protective sac around the heart, and the heart itself. So it's a very yin, very nurturing, very deep set of lines. So with a sustained stretch, like I said, you're engaging the fascia, right? Because constant pressure changes the viscosity of fascia. And also, with the slack out, we're going to roll the palm outward because our body tightens towards the center. You know, if you look at your arms movement, it's like this. See how the coil is towards the center? So when you're unwinding this way, right? It's, you know, all this motion towards the center causes this exaggerated. But forward shoulder motion also tightening towards the midline, right? So we're encouraging opening out. Digging me? I tell you one other thing. This is very good. Always to loosen the arms. So good. So we just start with that nice, and then we're going to come right up, and we're going to do range of motion. So you open the joints, and you come up, and your inside palm comes right on the inside of the humerus, engaging the upper fibers of pec major, and you keep that stable as you rotate the arm overhead. Not on the video. No, it's bad for me. I lose my job. Okay, we'll try again. So, and it's a very nice pin and stretch, basically, general loosening, and it's one motion. So, pin, mobilize, and it's better, and release. So this way, yeah. So stabilize, nice, right? And then we're going to unwind here. So, you know, the shoulder comes forward a lot in us all, right? And usually they talk about the pec minor, tightening, bringing your shoulder forward. Also, two other muscles that attach same place, coracoid brachialis and head of the biceps attached there. So this is what we're going to do. So with the arm in this position, we're going to take our palm and engage the musculature here. And then we're going to pull the arm back this way. And that'll fascially unwind those muscles. So this motion helps open up chest because of their attachments on the coracoid process. So arm like this, compressing and holding, and then just bringing this arm down a little bit. Right? And then we're going to stretch the arm straight out. And again, if they're having too much motion, you know, feel free to stabilize the body, but you seem to be okay. And then we're going to bring the arm up like this to engage two other muscles that help impede the movement of the shoulder girdle. One is the lat, right, which is the back of your armpit. So in this position, you can feel for the lat and use this part of your hand. You can come over here if you can't see. Come. It makes for a more dynamic video if they see the students. Come. It's okay. So you feel for the lat. You're ticklish? Laughing is good. And then I'm just going to take the palm of my hand. My fingers are going to slip under the body. And then this portion of it here comes straight down on the left. Right, just to engage the left. And you can follow it down until you bump into the contour of the upper torso. Pressure's okay? Mm-hmm. So coming down on it, right? The other muscle is the serratus that is attaching to the distal end of the scapula. So we're going to come like this, and we're going to motion the arm this way so it stretches here at serratus, right? So nice. And we're going to come back, put the arm palm down, and we're just going to do full arm compression. So again, I'm in center of what I'm doing, one hand stabilizing the head of the humerus and the other hand doing compression. If you're working on someone, big arms, thick muscle, and the table is set at appropriate height, you can easily use your knee. Again, emphasizing that level of the table where you can bring in for more sustained compression using your body weight easily. Pressure's okay? And you know, from experience, as you come up, this is the common point of attachment of the extensors of the forearm. Yes? So thicker here. So it's nice to have some nice sustained compression a little bit, either with the heel of your hand. This is also one thing you can do. It's okay. Because anything to have sustained compression, easy also. Again, there's a legality question state to state, but you know, I can't deal with that. You'll have to deal with that yourself. It's always good to have lawyers. Litigation is just part of our business. So, and you can take this compression down, right? So think about it. The intention is the intention. My intention is compress here to open up the joints, free up the muscles, allow the chi to flow through the meridians more. That intention always good. How you do is something that you make a decision while you're working, right? How many times I started compressing, wrists didn't feel so good all of a sudden, so I found something else to compress with, you know, but same. Okay, and then you want to turn palm up, and same thing. So just some nice compression, and again, I'm constantly opening up the joint with my compression here, so just add compression. Okay. Nice right into the meat of the forearm. All right, take that compression up. And we're going to transition into the other arm, do the same thing. Just do this a little quicker. So it's pin and strut. And then compressing here to open up coracoid brachialis and the head of the bicep. But again, see, open stance, extended arm, engaging with my body weight. She looks so peaceful right now. I hate to do another stretch out.
Taking a nap.
Here, let's lift this up. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to go like this. Sometimes that pillow gets in the way.
Yeah.
I'm pressing into the lat. So you know the lat is the most pronounced here at the back of the axillary, so the back of the armpit. And then it narrows. So you can get it most right at the armpit, and then you can work down a little bit. Okay. All right. So that's enough. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, we'll do some of that.